Warning: you must disconnect the Opus Mini from the main power supply before carrying out any work on this machine.
The first thing to check if you get the E03 undercurrent error message is that the heater element connections are correct. Remove both heater blocks and check that all 4 screws are tight. It may be that the element has blown. The element is most likely to blow here, 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 and here. If it is not immediately obvious that this is the problem, peel the top layer of Teflon tape back, and here you can see the element has blown. Follow procedure for replacing the element in Chapter 8 of this DVD. If, having checked the element and tightness of the screw, you switch the machine back on and still get the E03 message, you may need to change the printed circuit board or power supply. Switch the machine off. Disconnect from the supply. Turn the Opus Mini onto its back and with the 3mm Allen key, remove the outer 4 button head screws shown here. This has now released the front electronics enclosure. Great care must be taken when removing the enclosure, as there is a ribbon cable connecting the display to the PCB. This must be gently removed from the board. Disconnect all of the connector blocks from the circuit board like so. And then remove the 4 retaining bolts from each corner of the circuit board. The board can now be lifted clear. Next, cut the 2 cable ties to release the cables from the circuit board mounting plate. Then remove the front and rear fixing screws as shown here. Remove the mounting plate. Remove the plastic terminal cover and disconnect the cables from the power pack. Put the machine onto its back and remove the 4 power supply securing nuts. The power supply can now be removed and replaced. To replace the power supply, note that the 4 fixing holes in the base of the power supply must be aligned with the corresponding holes in the base plate. Secure with the 4 nuts. Reconnect the cables to the front of the power supply and replace the plastic terminal cover. Replace the circuit board mount and replace the cable ties and trim. Place the new board on the standoffs with the red and black cables running underneath the board. Fasten it back in place and then replace the connector blocks as marked on the board. Replace the electronics enclosure, having first reconnected the ribbon cable, and secure the 4 M5 button head screws through the base plate. Turn the Opus Mini back onto its base, reconnect the power and switch it back on.